Everyone, Ashu Ji. Happy Wednesday to you, Ashu.
Yeah. Namaste everyone. Welcome to Hindi University. This is Ashutosh. As you know, we meet each Sunday 8 a.m. US Pacific time, which is time on the west coast of the US to learn about the Hindi language. For those of you who are new to Hindi University, you can learn more about us by going to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Hindi University, where you can find all the prior videos that we have, conducted. If you are interested in joining the live and interactive classes, you can find all the details on this page, which is tiny.cc/Hindi University. And it's a great way for you to find out the Zoom link that you can use to join the interactive classes that we have, also the practice sessions that we have at different time intervals. And if you missed any of the previous classes, and if you need any references to the books that we are using, last year we used the book called Teach Yourself Hindi by Professor Rupert Snell. This year we are covering two books. One is the Advanced Hindi Grammar, which is the book written by Professor Ashu Ji, and the second book that we are doing is Pingu Learns Hindi. Typically, we try to divide the session into two halves, so that you can target towards both the Hindi beginners as well as the intermediate and advanced learners. So my goal today would be to continue to focus on that. Last time we picked up a topic called chapter number 6 from Advanced Hindi Grammar, in which we practiced the postpositions for destinations. So we'll continue that in this class to kind of give you guys more practice on that, okay? And just to make sure everybody is following that. And after that, as time permits, we'll brush up some of the most commonly used Hindi verbs, okay? So with that in mind, let's get started. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to unmute yourself and ask. And then if you have the question, most likely more people may have it, so don't be shy. Okay, so with that in mind, let's start with one of the topic we started in the previous class. Okay, and I hope some of you at least recall the basics of it. Okay, so it was Hindi postposition, Hindi postpositions with destination. And I like the way or the take that Professor Ashu Ji takes. Typically, when we cover the postposition, we just take different examples. Like we'll take postpositions like may or say or per, ka, ke, ki, and then we dig deeper into it. Okay, what Ashu Ji did was like she put all of them into a bucket. Some of the advanced uses of postpositions, it comes under a bucket. So destination, like if you are approaching towards a physical location or person, Hindi allows you to use some postpositions for those kind of scenarios. Examples could be like, if I'm going towards a library or a railway station or a museum, or if I'm going to meet a person, okay, whether it's my mom or my dad or my uncle, or whether I'm going to see a doctor, okay, or whether I'm going to a meeting or a location where a lot of people are, or Hindi class, for example, bunch of people are meeting, okay. In all of those cases, you would see that the subject is approaching towards a destination. A destination could be a person, or it could be a physical location. In all of those cases, there are 4 commonly used Hindi postpositions. Okay, and if you guys recall, we went over 4 of these postpositions. Ko, and that's how you write it in Devanagari. You have ke paas, this is ke paas. Okay, you have main, which is this in Hindi, and you have tak, okay, which is till or until or up till. Okay, the way you will write it, you have the and ka. So the basic usage of these postpositions, I am assuming most of you are comfortable with the basic usage of it, right? For example, if I like something, I like ice cream. Typically, you will say, to me, ice cream is pleasing, or to me, ice cream is liked. You would say, मैं plus को, मुझको. मैं is for I, and then you add को to it, and you would say, मुझको और मुझे आइसक्रीम पसंद है. But in this case, we are not really looking at it from the perspective of, a subject approaching, a destination. Okay, it's a simple use case. Ke paas, the basic use case, just to kind of brush up everyone's memory, is if you possess something. So if I have a pen, I can say मैं plus के पास, मेरे पास. Okay, मेरे पास पेन है. I'm going to write down one example just so that you guys can write it down. So you have मुझको, which is मैं plus को. मुझको आइसक्रीम पसंद है. Similarly, if I were to just use myself as a pronoun here, I'll say मेरे पास पेन है. I have a pen. Okay. Similarly, if I'm using the basic use case of this in, I'll say मैं, and right after me, I'm not using this postposition. That's why, in these cases, you will say that the pronoun change to the oblique case, right? So you have मैं, which is I can say Delhi में, मैं दिल्ली में हूँ. I'm in Delhi. These are the simple use case, and then right after that we'll jump to the how can we use the same postpositions when there is a destination. Okay. Similarly, if I tuck मैं, or this simple example would be, up till 5 o'clock, 5 बजे तक, or until 5 o'clock, 5 बजे तक. Okay, so this is the very, very basic, use cases of how to use Hindi postposition. Okay, को, के पास, मैं, basically, and then tak. Now we will use the same postpositions, and this is still a brush up of the previous class because some of you were not there, and some of you are not today in as well because of Mother's Day, which is a great thing. So it will be a good thing that we can just dig deeper into the topic. So you will strengthen it, and folks who couldn't join today, they will not miss anything major either. Okay, so I hope you wrote it down. Now what I did was, think of it as like all of you have to remember it in terms of what we did in the previous class, and I'm gonna, as always, make down 4 sections here. And I'm going to write down some subjects here. Your job will be to connect all the dots and make different Hindi sentences. So you have मैं here, which is your subject, I. You have Sarah. You have hum, which is we. And you have John. And as you are making examples, feel free to have something else. These are just the ones I'm picking. And then you have different destinations here, because we are talking about postpositions with destinations, right? So examples are meeting, beach, teacher. You can use Hindi words for that, adhyapak, or you can have market, घर, house basically. Then you have, I don't have space, but birthday party. And as I get time, I'm gonna add some more. Okay, just like teacher, you have doctor as well here. So these are the different. Think of it as like either physical destinations or a person. Okay, so we're still setting the stage for how the different, what are the different parts of the sentences that you have to combine together, that so that it makes sense. Then you have postpositions here. Okay, and you have, as I said, ko, ke paas, you have tak, and you have mein. And we will also use verb in these examples. So you have these verbs such as jana, and you have ana. Jana to go, ana to come, right? Now, here's the trick. I'm just writing the infinitive form of the word, but as you are making examples, it's up to you which tense you want to use. You can say something that happens usually, okay? For example, I usually go to the doctor, okay? Or something that you want to do in the future, or you'll be doing in the future, like I will go to the doctor, I will go see a doctor, or I went to see a doctor, something in the past, or I should go and see a doctor, which is imperative. So this part, up to you how you want to use it. Okay, I hope it is making sense. The way we are setting up the stage, and what the ask will be from all of you. But if it is still not clear, let me give you example. Okay, just the one that I was saying. मैं डॉक्टर के पास जाऊंगा. Okay, I will go see a doctor. Okay, same thing I can say. मैं डॉक्टर के पास, if I went yesterday, I would say गया. मैं कल डॉक्टर के पास गया. Okay, मैं घर, as you guys know, because this is the inanimate object here. So मैं घर जाऊंगा. I will go to the house. We don't put ko because this is घर. Okay, there is no like a real living person there. So it's assumed that there is implied ko there. So मैं घर को जाऊंगा, but it is said as मैं घर जाऊंगा. I hope this is clear so far. Okay. So now my ask from each of you, whether you are watching it on Zoom or whether you are watching it on Facebook, so start thinking about the possibilities of sentences you can have it here. Okay. And this is just so that you have a mental model of these postpositions. Otherwise, our memory will always challenge us to use ko for मुझको आइसक्रीम पसंद है, मेरे पास पेन है, all those cases. But my take is, if you say these sentences multiple times, it will become part of your daily routine, or the way you will phrase the Hindi sentences. Whether somebody is using it, you will identify it, or same thing when you are using it yourself. Okay, so I hope this is clear. To get started, I'm going to ask Mastharan ji to unmute yourself and say one sample sentences with the structure that you have in front of you.
मैं बीच जाऊंगा.
Very good. So मैं beach, okay, जाऊंगा. Okay. What if you want to say I will go till the beach? Let's say there is a boundary and you want to say that there is a boundary associated and you will go till there.
मैं बीच तक जाऊंगा.
Very good, right? So you said मैं beach तक जाऊंगा. Okay, awesome, great. Let's see, Colin, you want to unmute yourself?
Okay. I don't know why I've lost the screen, but
It's okay. You just connect anything.
So मैं घर वापस जाने वाला हूँ.
Very good, right? So मैं घर जाने वाला हूँ. Okay, very good. You don't put को here because it is implied. You can say मैं घर को जाने वाला हूँ. Okay, what is जाने वाला हूँ? Can you explain it to, as you said, you can play around with it, the ending. What is वाला हूँ?
जाने वाला हूँ means I'm about to go home.
Very good, right? मैं घर को जाने वाला हूँ. I'm about to go home, right? मैं घर जाने वाला हूँ. Great, awesome. You want to use one more sentence, Colin, while you are?
I can't. The screen is a bit small, so I'm on my phone. What? Is it meeting?
Okay, so yeah, very good. You can say hum with meeting.
Yeah, I'm thinking what postposition that would be. Oh yeah, it would be मैं.
Yeah.
So मैं meeting में हाजिर होऊंगा.
Okay, very good, right? So Colin recalls what we covered in the previous class, right? So when there is a collection of people or a gathering of people, okay, and you are approaching toward that, you will use the postposition मैं. That's why he's saying मैं meeting में. In the future, if you want to say जाऊंगा, he used a different verb, हाजिर होना. So he said हाजिर होऊंगा. I will be present in the meeting. Okay. Don't worry if it sounds complicated. The whole point is to do it so many times that it will become a part of your routine. So let's see. Taraji, how are you doing? I think you're still not connected with audio, so I'll let you take some time. Vatsalaji, how are you doing?
Good.
Happy Mother's Day.
Thank you.
I'm glad you were able to make some time. So, okay, all yours.
मैं कल बाजार तक गई.
Okay, very good, right? So, मैं कल, which is yesterday I went. There is a boundary. You can say मैं बाजार गई, okay, which is correct grammatically because you are saying मैं बाजार को गई, but को is removed, okay? It's a physical destination. So you can use both of them, either this or you can say मैं बाजार तक गई, because there you are implying I went in that vicinity. कल मैं बाजार तक गई. Okay, awesome. You want to make one more? Vatsala ji?
I was thinking of the meeting and I was a little confused. But
Okay.
let me try.
Yeah.
हर सोमवार meeting में, I don't know if I should say जाऊंगी or जाती हूँ.
Because it is happening usually. Which tense you will use?
Continuous, right?
So because it's a part of your routine, just like we sleep, we wake up, I usually walk, I usually talk. It's a present indefinite tense. Okay, yeah. So you will say मैं हर सोमवार मीटिंग में
जाती हूँ.
Very good. मैं हर सोमवार मीटिंग में जाती हूँ, right? Like मैं हर संडे हिंदी क्लास आता हूँ, right? Because I do it usually, routinely. It's present indefinite, right? So that's how. So great, awesome. Let's see. Radhika ji, you want to unmute yourself?
हम कल बर्थडे पार्टी को आएंगे.
Okay.
जाएंगे.
Okay, very good. So
No,
हम, which is we, tomorrow, kal, birthday party. Okay.
Oh, may जाएंगे.
Very good. And why birthday party and why you use this postposition?
I was confused there. I was initially, my mind was saying that because I will go to the birthday party. So.
Okay. Birthday party is, in a way, it's a collection of people. It's a gathering of people. Okay. That's why you will default towards just like meeting. It's a group of people. Okay. So whenever there's a group of people, you will say, मैं birthday party में जाऊंगी और हम birthday party में जाएंगे. Okay. Same thing if it was market. You see the difference? Market is still like a physical destination. Okay, just like
Okay.
museum or library. Subtle difference there is library. You can say
Like a hospital or
yes,
something. Yeah,
yes.
university. Okay.
There you will
So
use.
it's like a
That's right. They will use co. Okay, but birthday party by party itself is like a group of people
people,
there,
yeah.
right?
So anything like an organization, something like a, like a service, something that service providers, wherever you go, then go.
Yeah.
You can use go.
So why don't you use one examples of co now? Now that you know हम birthday party में जाएंगे, that is correct. Let's use co as well. Either you can use one of these or you can pick one that causes confusion to you.
मैं अभी घर को जाती हूँ.
Okay. So co, as I said, like it's implied, so you will not put in there. It's just there basically.
Oh, you don't need to.
Yes. So you will say मैं अभी घर
जाती हूँ.
Very good. मैं अभी घर जाती हूँ. Or if you are doing it presently, मैं अभी घर जा रही हूँ. I'm going to the house right now.
Oh, is that the one last week you said something goes to something?
Yeah. So you're still saying it, right? Exactly same thing. मैं अभी घर
जाती हूँ.
जाती
The
हूँ.
goal is that.
Yeah. So ending you can play around with it. जाती हूँ is like something that you do as a routine. Okay. If I'm doing it as a continuous tense, you can play with that, right? You can change the different you can use present continuous there. Okay. I hope it makes, because you use abhi, that's why I'm saying you can say perhaps instead of jati hu, you can say ja rahi hu. If you right, if you remove you get it, right?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome.
But can I ask you one more thing when you're there?
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
for example, if you go beach, shall I put a main or a go there?
Okay, so let's try it out. मैं beach, either I can say beach जाऊंगा or beach तक जाऊंगा. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
These are the two I will use. Okay. I will not use may there.
May.
I will not. Yeah.
Or tak.
Yeah. Awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah, I hope it's not causing confusion. It is helping. Okay. Let's see. Aneska ji, you want to unmute yourself? Try to, if you can come up with more destinations, feel free. Just like, Radhika ji challenged herself, you can come up with new destinations. Yeah.
John, Pustakalya, that's a destination.
Yeah.
So the ko is silent.
Yes.
So it's Jayege.
Very good. Very
He
good.
will go to the library.
John will go to the library. John Pustakalaya jayega. Right? Or John library.
Jayega, sorry.
Yeah. All good. John library jayega. You want to make one more?
Sure. Sarah, I'll use myself. May, Kal, Nadi, Hudson River, Nadi, oh yeah, you would also, that's also a destination, so the coast silent. So Jati T.
So if you're using
I went to the Hudson River.
Yeah, so jana, is it transitive verb or intransitive verb?
Oh, wait a minute. It's a transitive verb, so it's gayi.
Very good. Yeah, very good, right?
Sorry. Yeah.
No, it's all good. So मैं Hudson River, कल Hudson River गई. Okay? Awesome.
Now, if I were to say, मैं Hudson River के किनारे गई थी.
It's correct.
So that's also a postposition, right? के किनारे.
That is correct. You can say मैं किनारे, I went to the banks of the river, right? You can say के पास also.
Oh, okay.
Because you went near or the vicinity of it, okay?
Right.
You can say tak also. I went till the Hudson River there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, right. So it's not like only in some cases it's like one is more appropriate than other, but in your sentence, depending on how you're saying it, you can say मैं कल Hudson River गई. Like I went to the Hudson River. Okay, I went near, like, you know, or up till the Hudson River. So मैं Hudson River के पास गई. You didn't really.
So ke paas is in addition to being like kitab ke paas hai. No. How do you say I have a book? Is that
मेरे पास किताब है.
Oh yeah, it's mere paas.
Yes.
Sorry.
Yeah,
yes. Mere paas.
Yeah.
I always mix that up. All right.
No worries. This is good.
Mere paas.
Awesome. Thank you.
So, but that's the same ke paas, but so that's applied to so many different ideas.
That is
That's
correct.
amazing.
That is, yeah, it is. That's why it is like, you know, when I say मेरे पास pen है और
Yeah.
मेरे पास cup है,
Yeah.
it's really the K pass postposition is implying possession of something. Like I possess, right? मेरे पास laptop है. Like I possess that
Right.
laptop. But
Okay.
that's like a simple use case of K pass, you know. But Usha Jain is saying that these group of postpositions, they can be used when you are approaching towards a destination,
Okay.
a physical
Okay,
or a
got it.
person, right?
Got it.
So it's like a multiple use case of the same postposition, right? So I hope that makes sense, right? It's not just the
Yeah, that makes total sense.
yeah,
Thank you.
Yeah. Nandini ji, how are you doing?
Thank you. Good. Thank you.
All right, all yours.
Okay. हमें
Uh-huh.
डॉक्टर के पास जाना चाहिए.
Very good. And what does it mean?
We should go to the doctor.
We should go to the doctor, okay? And why K pass?
Because it's a person.
Okay.
That's why I go towards the person.
Okay. And
That's
why?
K pass.
Because may can also be used, right? Like, ma'am.
It's a single doctor I'm meeting.
Awesome. So that's a great explanation.
I'm just going to try something else if I may.
Yeah, please go for it.
मैं बीच के पास हूँ. मेरे पास आओ.
Okay, very good. मैं बीच के पास हूँ, and then you said मैं plus के पास, मेरे पास आओ. Great, right? So come to me, like, you know, the person, you're asking someone to come towards you, right? मेरे पास आओ. Great. This is great. Awesome. You want to try more, Nandini ji?
No.
Good?
No,
Okay.
thank you. That's
Alright.
all.
Simona ji, I hope this gave you some background of what we covered in the previous class. If it is hard, just start it and I'll help you. And in that way, you'll be able to, you know, but I want you to still try and then try a simple one. Okay?
Yeah, no, I think it's fine. I was just thinking because we haven't used the me on the second column, so I was thinking like Sarah mere paas aa rahi hai. Is this correct?
Sarah mere paas aa rahi hai. That is correct. Yeah, you can say that.
So
what
if she's coming to me.
Yes. So what she did was Sarah and then ke paas, right? So you have मैं here, right? So what she did was Sarah and then मैं plus के पास. So it becomes मेरे पास. Okay? Sarah मेरे पास आ रही है. Sarah is coming towards me. Okay? How will you say Sarah came to me yesterday for advice?
Kal Sarah mere paas आई for advice.
Okay? So you know
Advice
के लिए, for advice. So
advice के लिए.
So this is example that Usha Jain has. सलाह के लिए.
सलाह.
Right? So सलाह के लिए. Okay? So कल सारा मेरे पास सलाह के लिए आए. Okay? Awesome. Great.
Thank you.
Awesome. Let's see. Manori ji, how are you doing?
Okay. I have a couple of
Let's try it out.
मैं डेंटिस्ट के पास जाऊंगी.
Very good. मैं डेंटिस्ट के पास जाऊंगी. Okay? And why के पास?
It's like she said they're just one person, particular person.
Okay.
That is why.
Okay. So you said मैं
And then
डेंटिस्ट के पास जाऊंगी. Awesome.
जाऊंगी. Then हम पोते ग्रेजुएशन का जा रहे हैं.
Okay, so हम and you're saying grandson. हम
Yeah.
अपने grandson की graduation and then
जा रहे हैं.
so graduation is the collection of people, right? Lot of students are there.
Yeah.
So which one will you use? Just like meeting is a collection of people, birthday party is a collection of people, graduation is also a gathering of students.
Okay.
So meeting.
Jai.
So which postposition?
Jati.
Which postposition you think will be
Ko.
better?
I said ko, but it's not right. So ke paas.
Okay, so
I don't know.
no, it's okay. Let's try it out. Eliminate it. Ko is for beach, girl, beach, and then you don't put ko there, right? It's a
Okay.
physical location.
Physical person, yeah.
Ke paas is near in that vicinity, like there is a boundary,
Okay.
right?
Oh, okay. Tak.
Tak is, sorry, ke paas is, I said it incorrectly. Tak is the vicinity, like nadi tak or
Okay.
talab tak. Ke paas is like if you're one person,
One person.
right? Like you said, dentist ke paas.
Yeah.
So now you're left with only one postposition.
Me.
Yes, right? So, yeah, so you said हम अपने पोते की graduation party or ceremony में
मैं जाऊंगी.
for you yourself, yes, मैं graduation party में
जाऊंगी.
जाऊंगी. But awesome. Great.
जाऊंगी. Yeah.
Awesome.
Okay.
Does it make sense, Manori?
Yeah.
Okay, you want to make one more or
When
you?
you are going, when you are guiding me, it is kind of helping.
No, don't feel the pressure, right? It's
Yeah.
the
No,
point.
you are guiding me, so it kind of helps me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You want to make one more?
I think most everybody said that, so I can't think of anything else.
Okay, no worries. Okay, so let's see. So far, we've had some simple sentences. Let's try to see. I think one of you said it imperative. So let's try to change the ending of it. Okay, JD, how are you doing?
Namaste.
Namaste.
बढ़िया.
Okay, all yours.
मैं birthday party में जाऊंगा.
Okay, मैं birthday party में जाऊंगा. Okay, awesome. You want to make one more? Now this time, try to change the subject. Let's see, आप. You are advising someone that they should. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, they should. The thing is, like we've done doctor and dentist. I'm thinking of some different profession or a
You
person.
should go to the doctor.
Doctor, we have done it, right? So I'm trying to think about something else. Why don't you do the thinking? Make something up. Instead of doctor, make another specialist. And you are telling someone that you should go see this person.
Mechanic.
Yeah.
आप mechanic के पास जा चाहिए.
Okay, so one more time. You should go to the doctor.
No, you're going to the mechanic.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, mechanic.
आप mechanic को जाना चाहिए.
So mechanic is one person, so it will be.
के पास.
Okay.
के पास.
And in this case, there will be one more postposition with aap. You should do this thing. So
आपको.
yeah, very good. So you have आपको mechanic के पास जाना चाहिए. Okay. So let's say your friend came to you and you see that their car is not behaving well and they're careless and you're like no, wait a minute, there's something wrong. You should go to the mechanic. Right? आपको mechanic के पास जाना चाहिए. Great. Awesome. Disha ji, how are you doing, Disha?
मैं ठीक हूँ.
Okay, you want to try something else? since you know a lot of it, maybe you make a challenging one.
मैं टीचर के पास जाऊंगी.
मैं टीचर के पास जाऊंगी. Try to make a negative sentence now. Now that you have done it, can we make it more complex?
मैं घर नहीं जाऊंगी.
मैं घर नहीं जाऊंगी. Okay, and your co is implied there, right? Because it's a destination. So she's saying, मैं घर नहीं जाऊंगी. I won't go to, I won't go home. Awesome. So will I?
Yes.
You want to try it out?
क्या आप अगले रविवार को मेरा बर्थडे पार्टी में आएंगे?
Very good. So she made an interrogative sentence. क्या आप will you अगले रविवार next Sunday मेरी बर्थडे पार्टी में आएंगे. Awesome, right? It's a longer sentence, and you want to try one more sentence? So will I?
Sarah बीमार है. उसे डॉक्टर के पास जाना चाहिए.
Very good. सारा बीमार है, उसे डॉक्टर के पास जाना चाहिए. Great. Okay. Uni, unmute yourself.
Okay. आप कोरिया तक कैसे जाएंगे?
Very good. आप कोरिया तक कैसे जाएंगे? What does it mean, Uni?
How you go to Korea?
Yeah, Korea tak till Korea. How will you go? What's your? And the person can say, पहले मैं यूरोप UK जाऊंगा, उसके बाद मैं जापान जाऊंगा, उसके बाद मैं सिंगापुर जाऊंगा, फिर मैं कोरिया जाऊंगा, right? Or they can come up with any other responses. But great example, Uni. Let's see. Maha?
हाँ जी. आप जन्मदिन के जश्न में नहीं जा सकते.
Okay, very good.
मेहमान आपका घर को आएंगे.
Very good. Say one more time. आप बर्थडे पार्टी.
आप जन्मदिन के पार्टी में नहीं जा सकते. नहीं जा. हाँ ठीक है. नहीं जा सकते. Now I will tell why he cannot go to the party. मेहमान आपके घर को आएंगे.
मेहमान आपके.
Some guests will come to your house.
Awesome. Great example. So do you think co is required there in the second one?
No, I just मैंने को का इस्तेमाल कर दिया क्योंकि वो टेबल में.
Awesome.
वरना I will tell मेहमान आपके घर आएंगे.
Awesome. Great. Awesome.
धन्यवाद.
Tom, how are you doing? You wanna share your thoughts?
Namaste, Ashu Ji. Yes, please.
Yeah.
मैं हॉस्पिटल के पास जाऊंगा.
Okay. मैं hospital. What do you want to convey there? You want to convey that you are not really going to the hospital and you're going in the vicinity of what are you trying to convey there?
Yes, I'm just going there for a visit. So I'm going to the hospital.
So if you're going to the hospital, it's a physical location, just like you have beach, you have ghar. So you will say मैं hospital.
And the physical location that I would not use que pas.
No, you will not use que pas. You will use very good. You will use co, but you don't really say co. You just it's there. So you will say मैं
hospital जाऊंगा.
Very good. मैं hospital जाऊंगा. I'll go to the hospital. Okay. If you're not really going to the hospital, but like in that vicinity or in that boundary, you will say मैं hospital तक जाऊंगा. I'll go. So let's say I come to your house and I need a ride. Okay. And I'm asking you and I need to go in that area. Okay, and I am asking you, where are you going, Tom? And you're like, मैं hospital तक जाऊँगा. That means you're implying that I can give you a ride in that till that vicinity. Okay.
Shukriya.
Yeah?
Yes, that makes sense. In that vicinity, I'm going to the mall.
Yeah.
I'm going to the mall. Yeah, that area.
Awesome. Sharon Ji, how are you doing?
I'm good. I'd like to try 2 examples if that's okay.
Yeah, please. As many as you want.
Can I say something like hum shiksha ke daftar ke paas jayenge, where there's two, one showing possession and one showing the destination.
So hum
Shiksha ke daftar, like the teacher's office.
So then it becomes, the office becomes a prominent thing, right? So hum teacher ke office का office are there, teacher, and then office, you're thinking about the physical location. So hum office.
Okay, so you're saying can I say hum shiksha ke daftar now?
You can say that. Hum shiksha ke daftar jayenge. Very good. Right? So
Okay.
What I'm trying to say is, like, I hope I can erase it. So what you said was hum plus teacher's office. Teacher ka office plus, which postposition you're using here?
I said jayenge.
Right? So basically you are saying ko, right?
Okay, so no ke paas is necessary and no ko is mentioned.
That's right. So because the ko is not required, but because of this ko, this ka becomes k. So hum teacher ke office jayenge.
Okay.
Does it make sense? Teacher ke office,
yes.
right? Because it's a physical location, but ko is implied. It's not said, but because of this ko, this ka becomes an oblique case.
Okay, the second one. Can I say आपको वह mechanic के पास नहीं जाने चाहिए.
Very good, right? Let's see.
You shouldn't go to that mechanic.
Okay, awesome. So let's see. So you have आप को plus वह plus mechanic के पास. Because of this के पास, what do you think? You will still use वह or something else?
उसके.
Very good. So it will become आपको
उसके mechanic.
So because K is already here, so you can say it together or you can split it. आपको उस mechanic, say it, finish it up. आपको
उस mechanic के पास नहीं. Now I'm not sure if you're saying jana or jane chahiye.
Jana.
Jana chahiye.
Very good, right? So I'm glad you tried the complicated sentence, because like what you did was you have a pronoun here, veh, and because of this postposition ke paas, it becomes oblique as well. Okay? Either you can say आपको उसके पास नहीं जाना चाहिए, and somebody can ask you किसके पास, and then you can say उस mechanic के पास. So either you can say उसके together, or you can just say उस here and then a person you're referring to, उस mechanic के पास, उस doctor के पास, उस बच्चे के पास, right? I mean, so you get the point there, right? And now oblique case, yeah.
Sorry, you get me out, Ashu Ji. I wanted to say after this.
Yeah, go for it.
No, I have prepared one sentence. Shall I try this?
Yeah, go for it. Yes, try it out.
Ashu Ji, आपको हर रविवार को हिंदी पढ़ाने के लिए हम सभी लोगों के तरफ से धन्यवाद.
Thank you. Awesome. That's a good one. Who hasn't had a chance? Tara Ji, I don't know if your audio is working. but your microphone seems disconnected. Let's see. Done? You want to give it a try? I hope by now there's a lot of practice that has been so I hope by now it should be somewhat easier. If not, I'll be here. So let's see. Done?
Han mati ko jayenge.
Okay. So ko you can skip it because it's implied. So hum market.
Jayenge.
Very good. We will go to the market. You want to try one more? Done?
मैं teacher के पास जाएगा.
Okay. मैं teacher के पास जाऊंगा. Okay. Awesome. Because it's a one person, you are saying के पास. Awesome. Let's see. So I think by now, I hope. Okay. Vujun.
मैं कल मेरा दोस्त के पास जाऊंगा.
Okay. Let's say you went to your friend. What will you say?
What is key?
No. So let's say you did this thing yesterday. You're saying it like for the future. मैं कल दोस्त के पास जाऊंगा. Let's.
मैं कल मेरा दोस्त के पास
Gaya.
I don't know.
No, it's correct.
The
Gaya.
past tense.
No, it's Gaya. You said it correctly, right? Gaya. Awesome.
Thank you.
So I think Sharmila ji, you probably I don't know whether you are there, but you okay? Go for it. Then.
Let's see. क्योंकि आज मदर्स डे है, बहुत सारे लोग अपनी माँ के पास जाएंगे.
Very good, right? बहुत सारे लोग, which is a group of
बहुत
people.
सारे लोग अपनी माँ के पास जाएंगे.
Very good.
जाएंगे.
Right. Awesome. They'll go to see them. Awesome.
और आज मैं har शाम को पहाड़ी तक चलती हूँ.
Very good. So मैं हर शाम पहाड़, which is I don't have it here, mountain, पहाड़ तक चलती हूँ. Right. I walk till the mountain. Okay. Awesome. So I think it probably gave everyone a good practice. Summer, if you want to give it a try, no pressure. If you can write it down as well. The point is just to get a little bit practice here. Let's see if there are any questions there. Okay. Let's see if there are any questions on the Facebook side. Okay. Anyone would like to write down on the Facebook, feel free to do that. This is the great way for me to really check whether it's making sense or it's any questions on this before I move on to the next topic?
Ashu ji, मेरे पास एक सवाल है.
Yeah, go for it.
Is it wrong to use the postposition co for for an office and market? It automatically comes for me to use the co so that I can make the other things into oblique. Is it wrong?
No, it's not wrong. It's not wrong.
Is it always hidden?
It's not wrong. You can say it. It's just like the Hindi speakers, because we speak so fast.
It's not natural then.
Yeah, it's not natural, but it's not wrong. You can say it. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Any other question, thoughts?
Ashu Ji.
Yeah.
This is Colin.
Yeah.
In a similar way, I was going to ask why it is impolite or to use ko, because I have to admit I didn't know that before, so I'm just wondering why it is considered to be impolite if we said ko.
It's not impolite. It's just like so basically you're saying hum घर जाएंगे as opposed to हम घर को जाएंगे. It's not impolite. There's no, but grammatically
it just sounds wrong, or it just sounds a bit too formal. Maybe is that what it is?
So it's basically it appears an extra extra postposition in there, extra word in there. So other than that, grammatically.
But if we use it, nobody's going to think we're being kind of rude. Or
No, not at all. Yeah, I don't think you should think about it from from that perspective. You're not like being rude when you're saying, "Main ghar ko jaunga." No, this is absolutely correct. In fact, if it helps you, stick with it. If it helps you to in your mental model that to put ko there, it's by all means go for it. There's nothing wrong there. Like sometimes we may have a habit of correcting people, and I don't know why, but it's there. When you will realize it when you speak with native speakers, that first they will get amazed and they're like, okay, try to fix that part, right? I mean, so you just have to somehow overcome that it's okay. I know it happened, but other than that, I think it's totally okay. You can say that.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Anyone else? Okay, awesome. So we have some time, and I'm gonna cover some more, because this is so far strengthening of what we covered in the previous class. Okay, and I want to cover at least one new topic today, which is postposition in sequence. So I'll try to not rush. At the same time, I'll give you some examples. So postpositions in sequence. What it means is, like, typically when you talk about these postpositions, and we have covered मैं, which is in, say, right? Typically when you have seen me, I only cover postposition, like, which is followed and preceded by some pronouns or nouns, right? What if you combine these postpositions together, or you have two postpositions used together? Okay, can there be scenarios there? Okay, so you have मैं as an example, and you have say. Okay, what if you have मैं plus say? Okay, or what if you have this, which is यह, which is your pronoun, and you're using may with that, and after that you're using say as well. Okay, what do you think it will be? Radhika ji, what do you think? This yeh, and then you have may, and then say.
इसमें से.
Very good. इसमें से. इसमें से. You इसमें से. Okay. Similarly, so again the topic is postposition in sequence. You have two postposition. It's an advanced topic, so bear with me. It's similarly you have that, which is वह, plus मैं plus say. Nandini ji, what do you think? This one?
Sorry.
That is वह.
That is वह is उसमें से.
Very good. उसमें.
Thank you, Sharmila ji.
And then you have no copying or.
Otherwise, I wouldn't have known.
So this one, these is ye, and then those is ve. Now let's see. You have same thing here. May plus se. Let's see. Colin, what do you think? Ye.
इनमें से.
इनमें से. And Masram ji, वे.
उनमें से.
उनमें से. What do you think it means? Masram, you want to explain it, Masram ji? What does it imply to you when you hear इसमें से, उसमें से, इनमें से, or
in that,
huh?
from in that, from that.
Yeah, among, right? So उसमें से is among that, or among those. So basically among these, among those. Okay, let's say you come to you go to a clothing shop, and they show you a lot of clothes. Okay, and they show you a bunch of stuff, and then ask you, what do you like among these? इसमें से और इनमें से क्या पसंद है? Okay, let's say you come to my house and I offer you that I'll make X, like different things, or I offer you and I ask you, इसमें से क्या पसंद है? Like, what do you like among? So that's an example of like, I'm giving
Is
you
it like from these?
from these or among these, right? I mean, either way, it's English. You can you get from Hindi perspective, at least you understand where I'm going with it, right? But you can say from these also. Yes, from these or among these. So at least any questions so far on this one? Don't worry about the sentences yet. Okay, let's see. You have hum plus may plus say. Simona ji, what do you think?
Let me think. Unmesse, I don't know.
No, okay.
Hamse.
Hum में से.
Hamse.
And hum में से. And what does it mean?
Among us.
Very good. Among us. Okay. Among us. Okay. Okay. So let's say you have a question like, among us, who speaks French? How will you say that in Hindi? Or who can speak French? You want to give it a try? All of you can do it. And Simona ji, I'm going to ask you, among us, who can?
हम से कौन फ्रेंच बोल सकता है?
Very good. हम में से कौन, like who, like 2 times you're saying it. हम में से कौन French बोल सकता है. Okay. If you're using model, you can say can. You can also say हम में से कौन French बोलता है. Okay, either way is fine, but you get the point, right? So we will continue this topic because we are right at the top of the hour. Next class will continue to use postposition in sequence, where we will use them in pair, and just like the way I made a table, we'll just practice using इसमें से, इनमें से, उनमें से, similarly हम में से, and then you have you probably heard me use के ऊपर, के नीचे, but what if that is also used के ऊपर से or के नीचे से along with another postposition? Because there also you're using के पास, के नीचे, के ऊपर along with one more postposition. Okay, so our goal next week will be to strengthen that topic. How can you feel comfortable using more postposition in a simple Hindi sentence? Okay, any questions, anyone so far? I'm gonna stop the broadcast on the Facebook side.